we're asked to plot the image of quadrilateral ABCD, so that's this blue quadrilateral here, under a reflection across the x-axis. So that's the x-axis. And we have our little tool here on Khan Academy where we can construct a quadrilateral. And we need to construct the reflection of triangle ABCD. And so what we can do is, let me scroll down a little bit so we can see the entire coordinate axis. We want to find the reflection across the x-axis. So I'm going to reflect point by point. And actually, let me just move this whole thing down here so that we can see what is going on a little bit clearer. So let's just first reflect point. Let me move this a little bit out of the way. So let's first reflect point A. So we're going to reflect across the x-axis. A is 4 units above the x-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4. So its image, A prime, we could say, would be 4 units below the x-axis. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's make this right over here A prime. I'm having trouble putting see if I move these other characters around. Okay, there you go. So this is going to be my A prime. Now let me try B. B is 2 units above the x-axis. So B prime is going to have the same x-coordinate, but it's going to be 2 units below the x-axis. So let's make this our B. So this is our B right over here. Now let's make this our C. C right here has the x-coordinate of -5 and a y-coordinate of -4. Now C prime would have the same x-coordinate, but instead of being 4 units below the x-axis, it'll be 4 units above the x-axis. So it would have the coordinates -5, +4. So this is going to be our C here. So this goes to -5, 1, 2, 3, +4. And then last but not least, D. And so let's see. D right now is at -2, -1. If we were to reflect across the x-axis, instead of being 1 unit below the x-axis, we'll be 1 unit above the x-axis, and we'll keep our x-coordinate of -2. And so there you have it. We have constructed the reflection of ABCD across the x-axis. And what's interesting about this example is that the original quadrilateral is on top of the x-axis. So you can kind of see this top part of the quadrilateral gets reflected below it, and this bottom part of the quadrilateral gets reflected above it. And then you can see that they indeed do look like reflections flipped over the x-axis.